Hi, my name is Adian, and today I'm going to be going over 5 scientific reactions as they apply to food. So first, I'm going to be going over 2 reactions that apply to cookies. The first one is the Maillard reaction, and the second is caramelization. So first, the Maillard reaction. What this is basically the amino acids or proteins and the reducing sugars, when introduced to high heat, it gives off this browning effect on whatever food you're making that really brings the flavor and aroma out of whatever you're making, and in this case, a cookie. When it's expanding and it gets nice and golden brown, that's the Maillard reaction. Also goes a step further though, caramelization. If you heat it up to 375 instead of 350, this, when you really heat up the sugar specifically and actually break it down into a simpler compound, and while the Maillard reaction can have like savory flavors, it can bring out a wide range of distinct flavors in food. Caramelization is almost it's sweet. It's going to be used for candies, sauces, stuff like that. So another chemical reaction that occurs in food is fermentation. So fermentation is the metabolic process that happens. It converts carbohydrates into either alcohol or organic acids like bacteria, yeast, and molds. And although that may not sound great, they're like some of the best cheeses ever, that kind of stink, that are gross. It's because it's been fermented, to get that taste, that taste that's really distinct, unique, that some people have to grow to love it, but it is really delicious. And also obviously for like alcoholic beverages as well, that's fermentation. So next is emulsification. So what this is basically it's like something that puts two things that can't go together ever together. And so for example, oil and vinegar, normally they can't mix, but then you put egg yolk in there and it does emulsification, and you blend it up and then you can make mayonnaise, which you normally wouldn't be able to do. So yeah, emulsification is something that can happen in certain foods. And lastly is gelatinization. So gelatinization is actually the swelling of starches when in the presence of high heat and water. And this is essential for things like sauces, to make them to thicken the sauces. And also when you're preparing things like gelatin, or custards, that's when gelatinization is going to be really important. So yeah, these were 5 scientific concepts that apply to food, and that's module 12. Thank you.